All right. Yes. Woo. Thursday. Oh, yeah. We're live. Oh, yeah. It's true. Woo-hoo. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are here once again on this wonderful, beautiful, fantastic, amazing Thursday morning. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, and we are live. Woo-hoo. Everybody, and welcome to the show on this beautiful Thursday morning. We are here. Yes, we are. We're live. Let me get my iced coffee. Holy crap, hammer sandwich sauce. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. And let's see who was here first today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have A first ever. Mark your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. First time ever. Not only is David E. Persons first, so he gets the first happy dance of the day, but we're also going to start the show with the David E. Persons dad joke of the day. I can't wait. This is going to be great. But first, here's your happy dance, buddy. Let's go. All right. Yes. Woohoo. All right, let's see. What's the joke? Don't make me croak. Let's hear the joke. Anyway, let's get to smoke. Whoa, what's up? Hey, man. Can't help it. I'm broke. All right. Let's tell the joke. All right. How is a frauditor like a broken mop block fountain pen? They're both pointless and would be really tough to repair. All right. For those of you who don't know, David E. Persons, we were on a live stream with him. It wasn't on my channel, but we were on a live stream with him. I think it was last week. And he was showing off his fountain pen collection. That dude's got some serious pens, man. Like some really, really nice pens. And yeah, I've always liked those. I mean, that's the kind of thing, you know. You got the money and you're into that's what you're into. That's cool. But I mean, some of those pens really are like amazing. They write so smooth and oh man, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. That's how you get that really, really sweet calligraphy, you know, like because they're using those special pens. And when you press harder, it kind of changes like the width of the. There's a lot to it. Greg Jonik. All right. He put first, even though Persons beat him. But that's all right, Greg. Welcome to the show. We love you. Great to have you here again, as always. Oh, but Greg also has a dad joke. Let's go. What's up? Breaking news. A frauditor was admitted to the hospital with 25 plastic toy horses inserted into his. You can stop there. The doctors described his condition as stable. That's why they're horses, because it's a stable. Get it? Woohoo! All right. Oh no. All right, let's see what else we got here. Highway Star. Yeah. What's up, Highway Star? Great to have you here. Good morning, guys. Good morning to you too, sir. Terry Barnes, what's up? Good morning. God bless. God bless you too, sir. Absolutely. Positively. You know it. Let's see. Terry Barnes, what's up? Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. Wait, I got. Oh, there he is. Texas Tim. All right. Good morning, all. Good morning to you. Rod's here. He's just listening today. All right. Hope you're feeling better. Let's see. And again, that goes out to everybody, you know, who's going through any kind of anything, whether it's medical, emotional, anything that anyone's going through right now, of course. And as always, you know, we're behind you 100%. All of our thoughts and prayers are always with you guys. You know, we're here, man. We're here for each other every morning. I love you guys. You're like family. You know that. Let's see. Greg Jonik, Highway Star, Terry Barnes. Oh, of course, my tiny Chihuahua life is here. All right. All right. All right. Great to see you as always. Let's see. Zerzu's in the house. What's up? What's up? Time for Joe. Zerzu. That video I showed yesterday, the Chili de Castro clip was like less than a minute of it. You were like, Chili, I'm out. I'm like, oh, no. No, that's all good. I feel the same way whenever I see him. That's one of the reasons why I don't really cover him as much as I used to back in the day, because it's like, oh, this guy again, you know. But news is news. Let's see. Tiny Chihuahua, Zuzu, Rod Clotzar. Who else is in the house? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Peaceful Avatar. What's up, buddy? For those of you who don't remember, because he's not here every day, but Peaceful Avatar, I've known this cat since the 1980s, man. Like, me and this dude go way back. So, right on, welcome to the show. Great to see you. Of course. Yes, absolutely, positively. Let's see, Terry Barnes, Ron, let's see. Highway Star, Jerry Barnes. Let's see, who else is here today that I haven't said hello to yet? Let's see, Highway Star, Ron, Avatar. Road Maximilian's in the house. What's up? Good morning, Hez, and the rest of the Rash family from the left coast. All right. Yeah. Let's see. King Stew 2000. Good morning, all. That's everybody. That's all he is. Great to have you here. As always, let's see. Highway Star. Lexi Ann's in the house. What's up? Good morning. Great to see you once again. And as always, let's see. All right, so it looks like we're all caught up. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show on this a beautiful Thursday morning. Holy crap, hammer sandwich sauce. What a good time we always have every week here. Tomorrow's Friday already. Can you believe it, guys? Woo-wee. Oh, man. You guys have no idea what I went through yesterday. I told you in the morning, before I wrapped up the show, what I had to do. So here's what happens. So, short story long. So you guys know that I moved back here in April. So now, just like the day before yesterday, my ex calls me and she's like, "Hey, I think school might be starting soon and the kids might need to be registered. You should just do that." I'm like, "Wait, what? You didn't? That's not already a thing?" Like, crap. So the big thing was, it turns out that the little guy, Miniu, you guys have met him. He's the little one. He's been on the show a few times. So Miniu he says the school he was at no longer, starting this year, no longer offers bus service. And it's too far away for him to walk. So the whole thing was trying to find a new school for him. So we looked into it and we found out that technically his full-time residence is my address anyway, because he spends more time here than he does with her these days, ever since I've been back. So we were thinking, well, what if we went by my address? What would happen? And we found a school that's like, every time I take him to the park to play, so we've been there 100 times back and forth. We know exactly where it's at, how to get there. It's right there, very close to the house. It turns out that specific playground, the one that I take him to, our park, our playground, is the playground that the kids in that school play in at recess. It's right next to the school that would be his school if we went by my address. So it was like, okay, perfect. We don't have to worry about bus service anymore. Sign him up for that school that's right by your house, because he's here more than there anyway. So it'd be way easier. He could just walk, boom, and he'll be right there. And it'd be perfect. It'd be great. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. So transfer them to schools. LaDonna Rogers is here. What's up? So, day before yesterday, I called the school. I talked to him. We got everything set up, made an appointment. So I went up there yesterday. Well, yesterday I ended up, Edward Cavalier is here. What's up, Edward? Great to see you. Mr. Thomas is here. Mr. Thomas, great to see you. Oh, no, another dad joke. Let's go. Why did the man wear a coat to the baseball game? Because he heard that thousands of fans would be there. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So anyway, I spent almost my whole day yesterday in the principal's office going back and forth trying to get him signed up, because it turns out, I never knew this, that when my ex was doing everything for them for school while we've been separated, so for the last 2 years, and she moved and then I moved and then we ended up here, blah, 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 whatever. So it was all in a new city. When she set everything up after the move and the new schools and the new city and everything, she didn't put my name on anything. So I go to the school. I said, hey, I got to, have my son in there. And they're like, well, who are you? Well, I'm his dad. Well, we don't see your name in any of his records. What do you mean? So first I had to prove that I'm his dad. So I'm going back and forth with birth certificates and court papers. And luckily, again, those of you who follow already know, my ex and I went to court just last week. So luckily I had the paperwork from that, to show the school and all that. So finally I proved to them that I'm his dad. Okay, good. We got that done. That took half of the day. So then I go home, I'm doing my thing. In the meanwhile, while all this is going on, Ray just had her big trip from Portland out, to Illinois, I'd say out here, because I'm in Wisconsin, is right there, but to her sister's house. And she's on the airplane, and I'm talking to her because I told her, I'm like, hey, I want to make sure you have a safe trip. Please text me from the plane and let me know what's going on and you're okay and all that. She landed safe. The trip was very turbulent, but she made it. It's all good. I don't want to, it's, again, when you're saying stuff on the air, it's like, because her and I actually talk, obviously, all the time. So, how much of her personal story she wants to share is up to her, not me to tell. But it was a safe trip. She did land all right, and she's good. It's good. Thank goodness. Everything turned out okay. Did you record any of this? Yes. I should have been like a frauditor. I should have brought my camera in there. The problem is I was actually trying to sign my kid up for school. Like, I wasn't trying to make a YouTube video and not care what actually happens with the child so that I could just complain and moan about a public school as a public servant. So you should let me film it, blah, blah. I didn't have time for that. I was too worried about actually trying to get something actually done, like for the benefit of my child, of my family, not just for a couple of quick YouTube dollars. So anyway, all that's going on. And then they call me back in there. They're like, oh, great. Now I got to go back to the school and find out what's up. So, okay, now they know that I'm his dad. Now I got to prove that my address and his address are the same address. So now I got to go through all this paperwork and in the bounce back. And then I found out, I never knew this. I couldn't believe it when I realized this. Part of the process of, for me having to prove residence and all that was they needed a copy of my lease agreement, which makes perfect sense. But when I first moved back up here, back in April, I was so excited that I found this place. And the location is so perfect. It's only 5 minutes from where my kids are. Turns out it's only less than 5 minutes away from the school that my kid's going to be going to. It's right in the middle of everything. It's perfect. It's a perfect location. It's great, wonderful, fantastic. I was so excited after 2 years of trying to find a place, constantly filling out applications, denied. And then finally this one, the perfect location, was approved. And I'm like, yes. And I took this place and all that. So I came here and she said, here, sign here. I didn't even care. She told me, she's like, look, there's no pets, there's no this, there's no that. Cool. Sign the paper, take a copy, put it away, go about my business. Never actually read the lease. So now yesterday, it's like, okay, just bring in a copy of your lease and that'll prove your residence and your address and we'll be all good. Cool. So I go up there with it, pull it out, going over it, reading it. My lease doesn't have the address on it. It's just all the rules of what I can and cannot do as a tenant. That's it. I'm like, how do you, I know. But I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing like legally like that I got, It's just like, I just would assume automatically that that'd be bare minimum. It would have the address and the amount you pay, and then the due date of the payment, and then the rules. This is just the rules. Like it's almost like there's a page missing. Which to be fair, it is possible that maybe it was 2 pages, and I misplaced, or I don't know where I put the first page, and I'm just looking at the second page. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, so I got to take care of that today. I talked to my landlord. She's going to get me a new copy of the lease that I could take to the school and show it to him. Hopefully I'll get that, sooner rather than later, because I got to work today. And obviously you guys know I got a bunch of all kinds of other stuff going on all the time. Anyway, so there's all that. I'm glad to be here, as always, with you guys. Loves you guys. Oh, yeah, my landlord's great. In fact, she just called me last week, and it was funny because when my phone was ringing, because when the kids are here, we're listening to music, always listening to music all day. I always got the radio on, and all this stuff going on. And the kids, especially the little guy, when he gets his burst of energy, he gets crazy, So when I saw that my landlord was calling, I was thinking, oh, probably noise complaints from the neighbors. Oh boy, now I got to deal with this nonsense. So I answered, this is last week. So I'm talking to my landlord. Turns out the reason why she called was I'm such a great tenant, and she wants to make sure that none of the other people are giving me a hard time. Like, oh, yeah, no, it's all good. It's like, you haven't had any problems from that crotchety old lady across the way, did you? Oh, yeah, no, it's all good. And how about those old people? No, they're all right, cool. So she's cool. She's cool. Oh boy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, top Frauditor story of the day. I'm sure all of you have heard this by now. Everybody's been covering it. I had my pick of the litter of who I wanted to do. I haven't shown a Frauditor Roundup video in a long time. Frauditor Roundup has always been a big supporter of this channel. We love him. Frauditor Roundup is great. So I'm going to start with his coverage of those of you who've been following the Frauditor game may already even know which story I'm talking about. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, the Siberian tiger finally got arrested. Oh, my goodness gracious me. This guy has been terrorizing the Portland area, the whole state for months now. Oh, finally. Well, we'll see what happens. Again, this is Frauditor Troll did it. NCR did it. I'm going to show the Frauditor Roundup version just because we got to show some love to Frauditor Roundup. We haven't played any of his videos in a while, and he's always been a great supporter of my channel. So let's go ahead and watch this video. Alaska. Oh, that's that. No, Alaska Audits. Yeah, the kid with the ears tucked in his head. That kid. Okay, so for those of you who don't know Alaska Audits, that kid is so dumb. And he does this thing where, like, he holds his phone in his face and then, like, has what's going on behind him. And he'll be talking to these people, but he's looking at the camera. Hey, guys, what's your name and badge number? And the cop says, whatever. Oh, it's right here. Gee, right here. Is that, I mean, it's the kid's ridiculous. And everything he says is so stupid. Anyway, let's check out this video. Oh, wait a minute. What's that? If you like the first dad joke, here's another. What keys unlock a banana? Mun keys. Oh, no. All right. Frauditor Roundup, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness gracious me. I love you guys.
This is Chris. this. I'm stuck in the elevator. There's been a crime afoot.
Los es la raza.
Ma'am, what's your job duty? Man, this lady just locked us inside of a vault.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Frauditor Roundup with Sheriff White, a moron. Help my channel continue to shrink by watching my videos, sharing my videos, commenting on my videos. Now offering memberships. Turn on that notification bell and turn on all the notifications. Take that there like button, like it, dislike it. Next time it's out of town for a few days, go to its closet, collect all its pairs of pants, run it down to a tailor, and take them all in a couple of inches. Today we're taking another look at this guy. Goes by the name of the Siberian Tiger. He's up in the Great Northwest, and he is one unhinged frauditor. Some of these frauditors are silly, some are dumb, some are crazy, some are stupid. But this guy seems to be a sociopath in the most dangerous sense of the word. If you've seen this guy at all, you know he is totally unhinged. And you got a feeling something bad's going to happen to him someday, or something bad's going to happen to somebody nearby him. But today he gets a serious what for. He gets too close, opens his mouth a little too wide, and winds up kissing the pavement. Oh, I've waited for this for a long time. So get ready to enjoy this one. And let's round us up a Frauditor.
You guys okay?
So right now he's actually doing things the right way. He's keeping a respectful distance. He's not shouting counter directives at the people. But that don't pay the bills, do it. He's going to have to turn it up a notch here in a second.
Just so you know, you're being audio and video recorded as well.
And right now that female officer just acknowledged that he was recording them. But notice how they didn't care. Because again, he's doing things the right way right now. But don't worry, ladies. That unhinged Tasmanian devil's coming out soon.
All right, sorry to pause it there, guys, but a couple things I got to address. First of all, the dad jokes are coming in pretty hot and heavy today. I'm loving it. I read a book on anti-gravity. I couldn't put it down. And then Mr. Thomas told a banana joke, and Ron replied, that joke has no appeal. Uncle Artie, no, you got me worried now. I don't know what happened, but I don't have it. Nope, the package has not yet arrived. And you said you didn't get a tracking number. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know. Email me later, and we'll see what if we can figure something out. Even if it's just like email me back my own address to make sure they got it right. Or that I sent it to you correctly. Oh, that would be a nightmare. Anyway, one of the things like with this video before we get back into it, and I like the way that this video unfolds because it has that beginning, right, where he's filming the police not doing anything in any way that is any kind of interference or anything like that, nothing wrong at all. And the cops are totally cool. If you just listen to the narration of these frauditors, they always make it sound like if you see a cop and pull out a camera, immediately they're going to knock you down and start beating you with billy clubs and locking you up. But they didn't care that he was filming when all he was doing was filming. And how many videos have we seen where somebody gets pulled over, the frauditor comes up to protect the person that was pulled over from the cop violating their rights, and the person who got pulled over is like, no, man, I was speeding. He stopped me. I did it. It's all good. You can leave now. No, I'm not leaving. I'm filming these horrible, rotten, tyrannical pigs. Dude, why? To protect you from them. I just told you, it's all good. I did it. They caught me. So what? They give me a ticket, I go about my business. No, don't give them your ID. Don't cooperate with them. They're time. Like, did you hear about the Photon who checked into a hotel? The clerk asked if he had any luggage, and the Photon said, no, I'm traveling light. Hey, man, you got your photons, you got your electrons, you got your quarks, your gluons, all the good stuff. We love it. We love it. We love it. Anyway, back to the video.
Now, this is a bit off topic, but look at that guy standing there in the back. Look how tall he is. His head's almost hitting that ceiling right there. Hey, Wemby, is that you? It's almost time to report to the Spurs.
Hey, you guys stay back there.
Hey, did you hear him?
Stay back there.
Go back over there under the sidewalk.
Get a rope.
You're interfering.
Yo, guy.
You're going to be arrested for interfering if you don't do it.
Please go back.
First of all, you need to let me go. What are you doing? You're assaulting me right now.
Stand here. Don't
Name
go back
and
over there.
badge
You're gonna be
number.
under arrest.
You do not assault me.
You're under arrest.
For what?
You're under arrest.
For what? For what?
stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. Who am I arrested for?
So you're under arrest. I don't know why. I'm just here.
Well, exactly. I don't know. I was just on the sidewalk. And I did not interfere. Somebody tell me what I'm arrested for. As I was walking away, you actually grabbed me, pushed me towards the vehicle, telling me I need to go across the street, but then you actually grabbed me without allowing me to go. And then assaulted me.
Bag
Great.
for his items.
Who's the supervisor for both of you guys?
Oh, dear Lord. Leave it to the Siberian to demand a supervisor while you're in cuffs.
Sit up. Are you going to tell me what I'm being arrested for?
Sit up.
Okay.
Stand up.
Do I have a problem with being arrested? You preserve my phone. Damn it.
Now you get them all.
Get off grip, man. Okay, take that one. Separate your legs for me. Thank you.
Well, there you have it. Ain't that so satisfying that this idiot wound up on the floor? I'm going to sleep good tonight. Anyway, I know that was a short one, but just couldn't wait to share it with y'all. I can't wait to see you on the next one. Well, I can tell by that sundial it's time to say goodnight. Put little beans on the fire. Little black and blue Russian on ice. And as always, cuddle up with a clean shirt and a dirty woman. Anyway, good night. I bid you adieu.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for Frauditor Roundup. All right. That was long overdue. Oh, no, wait a minute. Wait. We got some more dad jokes coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Which ones today? How many did I miss? Let's see. Hey, Hez. What's blue and dose? I don't know. What's blue and dose? Did you hear about the Florida that was? Did you hear about the Florida who was confused at breakfast? Did you mean Florida man? Did you hear about the Florida man that was confused at breakfast? He thought the pepper was assault. Oh, did you hear about the Frauditor who was confused at breakfast? I get it. Your autocorrect corrected Frauditor to Florida. Got you. Did you hear about the Frauditor who was confused at breakfast? He thought the pepper was assaulted. There you go. Hey, Hez, what's blue and doesn't weigh much? Light blue. Waka, waka, waka. Oh, no. Using OffWhite Cars with very light gray decals, so unless the lights are just right, you can't even tell it's law enforcement. That can't be. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Portland, see, this is the thing. Like, there are certain, I mean, any big city, there's going to be certain areas that are bad. But the bad areas of Portland are, like, really bad. Because they decriminalized so much stuff that in certain areas where there's high crime, that's the thing. It's like if they make something legal, then it's not a crime anymore. So you look at the crime statistics and it's like these crimes aren't being reported because they're not considered crimes anymore. But there's certain areas of Portland where it's like it's just like a dystopian nightmare. It's not good. Let's see. How was the inscription of your Miniu? Oh, Paul, what's okay? So I told the whole story earlier. Basically, what's going on at this point was, it turns out I found out, I didn't know, that my ex's mother didn't put my name on any of his paperwork when she initially enrolled him in school. So first, I had to go spend half of my day yesterday proving that I'm actually related to the kid. I'm like, look at him. He's mini me. Like, what do you mean? But obviously, you got to have the paperwork. So I spent all day doing that, half of the day. And then the other half of the day, I was working because I got to prove my residency, to prove my address is within the district of the school and all that. And oh, boy. So it pretty much took my whole day. And then the other thing that happened yesterday, of course, was Ray took her trip and she landed fine and she's good and it's all good. All right. Woo-hoo. Did you hear about the first restaurant to open on the moon? It had great food, but no atmosphere. Yes. Paul of Scotland, Zerzu. It worked well with pot, but the other drugs not so well. Well, yeah, with like the fentanyl overdoses and stuff that they have going on just in the streets, it's not good. What do you call a fancy fish? Sophisticated. Brad Showman's in the house. What's up? Great to see you. All right. So, anyway, yes. That was our opening story. Of course, Siberian tiger, getting what for? I got it. Let's see. Did you hear about? Oh wait, did you hear about the cheese factory that exploded in France? There was nothing left but debris. No. Oopsie. So we're talking about Portland. They legalized pot and the potheads went off the street to get stoned at home. But when they legalized other drugs, they started acting a fool and passing out while standing on the streets all over town. Yeah. You have national Zidane ID insurance and regulated registered form of statehood. Yeah. Yeah, but it's not a violation of my Fourth Amendment rights. Dag nabbit. And I am a person, not a corporate fiction. I am the living man standing before you. Well, good. I'm glad you're not a dead guy. Speaking of sarcastic judges, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait a minute. Florida Jim looks like he's got one. My friend called me, he had an eye injury. He was waiting for the bus when something caught his eye and dragged it 15 feet. Oh, no. That wasn't the rim shot. That was just a shot. Naaman's wife is here. What's up? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Has chilling with my daughters in Orlando. Watched Deadpool Wolverine last night. Great movie. Oh, yes. I'm hearing nothing but good things. My son just watched it the other day, my older son, and told me, you got to go. Actually, you are a living man. I know. That's what I keep telling the judge. Did you hear about the Florida joke that had really good cliffhanger punchline? Oh, yes, you got me waiting with anticipation. Furniture Frauditor. All right. So, this next video, you've all probably seen this footage before. This footage has been going around for a while. It's been making the rounds. But there's two reasons I wanted to show this today. One, we haven't shown a Degeneration Nation video in a long time. And I figured if we're going to show Frauditor Roundup some love, we should show Degen some love. He's always been another great supporter of the channel. So absolutely, positively, number one. And number two, it's great footage. And if you haven't seen it, you absolutely have to, because this is awesome. The judge in this clip we're about to show is one of the coolest judges I've ever seen. The way he talks to this guy is, it's brilliant. The day that this was posted, it immediately became a classic. Like I said, it's a few months old already, but it's still been making the rounds because it's just so good. Question, where do you learn how to make a banana split? In Sunday school. I'm telling you, one of these days, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Maybe that'll be our theme tomorrow. So get ready, guys. That's what we'll do. For tomorrow's show, we're going to have like a dad joke competition. Maybe I'll even put like a poll up. And as the dad jokes come in, I'll add them to the poll and you can vote which one's the funniest. And then at the end, we'll have the winner of the dad joke of the day. Who knows? I think that'd be a fun thing to do tomorrow. So if you guys are into it, come up with some dad jokes for tomorrow, and we'll do it. It'll be fun. Society Red, what's up? Good to see you. Anyway, like I said, what I'm about to show is some great stuff. This is the Degeneration Nation version of this footage. It's great, 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 great stuff. If you haven't seen it, you're going to be damn happy I showed it, because this is absolutely brilliant classic stuff. Here's a link right there in the chat. Boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. Here we go.
Never leave your tip. Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is.
In the face! In the face!
Stop being such a fucking degenerate.
Are you ordering me to do a thing?
Bring your whole force. I am not intimidated at all, man.
Fucking degenerate.
All right, appearances for the People versus Frank Mishaw Jr.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Mohammed on behalf of the people, P86771.
No, it's not. You have work. So
Yeah,
you're on Friday.
Are you representing at the desk, representing yourself?
The judge needs to address you, sir. Is that a problem, sir?
Yeah, you're a defendant. Sit at the defendant's chair.
I'm not defendant. I'm sorry.
Judge, if I may try to help explain.
Try.
I'll try. Mr. Michaud is a sovereign citizen, and
No, I object. I'm not a sovereign citizen.
All right, sir, don't speak.
Don't speak. I know what to say.
maybe I'm not phrasing that correctly.
Don't speak until I ask you to speak.
But there is a difference between Frank Michaud, or I think it is Mr. Michaud's assertion that there is a difference between the natural person, Mr. Frank Michaud, and the sort of legal entity.
I don't recognize that.
And that's what I've prepared Mr. Michaud for that.
Sir, you're a defendant in my courtroom. Either I issue a bench warrant because you haven't appeared, or you come up here and sit in the chair and we proceed.
All right, so you're threatening me to.
Absolutely, I'm threatening you. Either you're here today or you're not. If you're not here today, a bench warrant will issue. If you're here today, I need you in the chair so we can proceed with the proceeding that's scheduled, which is a preliminary exam.
And if I may, I have advised Mr. Michaud that the courts receive objections all the time, or rule objections that are preserved on the record. If he has,
he can appeal me. I'll let you build whatever record you want to build, Mr. Michaud.
Are we on the record?
Yes.
Are you on your oath to the Constitution?
Hold on. What are you picking him up? That's one of the reasons I want you up here, is there's a microphone here.
I'll speak loud.
Are you picking him up?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Are you honoring your oath to the Constitution today?
Pardon me?
Are you honoring your oath to the Constitution? You have an oath to the
I didn't swear an oath to the Constitution.
You have.
I took an oath that said I would follow the Constitution.
To not uphold the Constitution?
Yes, follow the Constitution.
So you are upholding an oath to the Constitution?
Yes.
Thank you. I accept your oath. Thank you. Okay. Now I have.
Sir, get your ass in the chair or leave and I'll issue a bench warrant. You're not running the courtroom. I am. If you want to have an exam today, get your ass in the chair. That's the way it works.
I reserve all my rights.
I would have nothing less.
I reserve all rights.
Now, are you representing yourself today?
I'm presenting myself.
That's not what I asked you. Are you representing yourself, or is this gentleman going to be your lawyer for today's proceeding?
I will be presenting myself today.
May
All right, so that's a no. You don't want him to represent you?
No, for the record, he's not my lawyer. I don't have an attorney. I present myself.
Okay.
Judge, what I recommended to Mr. Michaud is that he has a jurisdictional argument that he wants to make. And that, pending Your Honor's ruling on that jurisdictional issue, I have prepared to conduct a preliminary exam.
Okay.
And could be, available if he wanted to ask me to do that at the correct time.
So you want to represent yourself for that jurisdictional argument, and if I rule against you, then perhaps you want him to represent you? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, that's not what you're hearing.
All right, so you don't want him at all under any circumstance?
No, I don't need an attorney for the record.
Okay.
So with that being said.
Well, hold on. You can stick around if you want to, but I'm not going to obligate you to stay.
I understand, Judge. I'm definitely going to stay.
That's fine. All right.
So today.
You have a jurisdictional argument you want to make?
Well, I served notice.
Sir, it's a yes or no. Do you have a jurisdictional argument you'd like to make today?
I have a
yes or no.
Why are you forcing me to say answer?
Because I'm running the courtroom and it's the way I want to do it. Do you have a jurisdictional argument you'd like to make today?
I do, yes.
Then make it. What's your jurisdictional argument?
I'm presenting myself. So I need to know, Article 6 of the Constitution grants me the right to know what jurisdiction is this court operating up under?
State of Michigan.
No, what jurisdiction?
State of Michigan.
Okay, what jurisdiction is the state of Michigan?
District courts are legislative courts. That means they're created by statute. The state of Michigan gives me my jurisdiction.
So, okay, is that?
I work under the authority of the state of Michigan.
What is it? Under what jurisdiction? There's two different jurisdictions under the Constitution. You have admiralty and common law. So I'll need to know.
This is not admiralty.
What is it?
And it's not common law. It's statutory.
Okay, so it's statutory. That is what, civil?
No.
So what is it?
My jurisdiction is both civil.
I can't defend myself unless I have it on the record. Is it?
My jurisdiction.
It's only two.
Sure. Shut up. If you ask me a question, I can't answer while you're talking.
Okay, cool.
My jurisdiction is both civil and criminal as provided by the statutes of the state of Michigan.
Okay, so today, under which one is?
This is a criminal case.
Okay, right. So is that common law or admiralty?
It's statute. It's neither common law or admiralty.
It's one or the other. It don't say statute.
All right, then you can appeal my ruling. My ruling is it's neither admiralty or common law.
So this is you say it's criminal for the record?
Yes.
Okay, and if it's criminal, in order for a crime to exist, there must be an injured party for the record, right?
There must be what?
An injured party.
Yeah, it's the people of the state of Michigan.
All right, so if the people of the state of Michigan, right? Where's the sworn statement?
Where's what?
A sworn statement. I have a right to see a sworn statement saying I injured someone.
There's a complaint in the file.
Sworn complaint, signed,
you want to see it?
Affidavit, sworn affidavit?
No, it's not. I don't think it's an affidavit.
Well, okay, so.
You said you wanted a sworn complaint.
From an injured party. Who have I injured for the record?
The state of Michigan.
How can I
are bringing the charges?
How can I injure the
state?
Sir,
sit down. Sit down.
I'm not.
Sit down, or I will hold you in contempt.
Another threat. Wow.
You're probably going to hear more than one.
I see.
All right. I am ruling that I have jurisdiction. You are free to appeal that to the circuit court. Proceed. Do the people have a witness they'd like to call in the exam?
Yes, Judge. The people are prepared to move forward. Just as a quick preliminary matter, we'd request a mutual order of sequestration, with an exception for the OIC.
All right.
So again,
I'm not asking you to talk. Ma'am, are you a possible witness in this case? Okay. All right. And would you mind putting your name on the record, please? Counsel, I want to look at the list. Would you mind putting your name on the record?
She's a witness. She is a witness.
Sir, you speak again when I haven't asked you to, and you're in contempt. And we'll deal with that first. The reason I need your name is because if you appear somewhere down the road and want to testify, we have to know that today you were in the courtroom. And I can't do that by taking a picture of you, so I'm asking you to state your name. Sir, you are in contempt of court. That's a $100 fine. Speak again when it's not your turn, and I'll continue to up the ante. Clear? You can speak now. I've asked you a question.
I object.
I don't give a shit if you object. Is it clear what I said? I'm waiting for an answer.
I said I object. What am I supposed to say?
I want to know if you understand you've just been fined $100 for contempt.
I don't understand.
Okay, well, you still owe me $100. Are you going to give me your name? That's fine. Thank you. Witness.
Your Honor, the people called Officer Steppen. Oh, I'm sorry. One last quick preliminary matter. Pursuant to 76611D, we'd like to introduce a certified registered of action in regard to this individual being a previously convicted felon.
I object.
Hold on. Have you showed that to him?
I object. I object.
What's your objection, Mr. Michaud?
My objection is that I am here under the guise of probable cause conference. And I don't know how we're here at a preliminary exam when I did not waive any right to waive a probable cause.
This is a preliminary exam.
This is okay. So right here,
this is the probable cause hearing.
It says
all right, stop. Right now, the question on the table is you've objected to admittance of that document. I want to know what your legal objection is.
I'm also objecting.
What is your legal objection?
To not waiving my probable cause hearing.
Denied. That's admitted.
Under what grounds am I denied? Not
because you didn't give me a valid objection.
I object.
You can't just object. You got to explain with the valid objection to the evidence.
That we are having a preliminary exam when I haven't had a probable cause hearing, and I did not.
They're the same thing, Mr. Michaud.
It's still on this.
Mr. Michaud, they're the same thing.
Still, I have a right to a probable cause. Am I right or wrong?
Sure, try.
Am I right? Do I have a right to a probable cause?
That's what today is scheduled for.
But today it says preliminary exam. Right here it says probable cause conference. And today is a different date that says a preliminary.
Have you ever had a grilled cheese?
If it was different.
Have you ever had a grilled cheese?
If it was different, why would it have two separate
Have you ever
columns?
had a grilled cheese?
I object to any of that. Why would it have two separate columns?
Take him out.
Why would it have two separate columns?
I'm not playing this game with him today. If you think you can get him to shut up long enough so we can have our hearing, we'll do it. But I'm not going to let him try to run my courtroom.
Okay, I'll just be very brief in my one attempt here. I would like to try to explain what I understand Mr. Michaud's objection to be and what I have also represented to him regarding that objection. Mr. Michaud, I think the court record will reflect, had a probable cause conference first on November 29th and then again on December 20th. I have disclosed, I think I've been very transparent with Mr. Michaud that probable cause conference is a bit of a misleading name because probable cause conference under the court rules does not require that probable cause be established.
Right.
At the second probable cause conference, Mr. Michaud was caring for a sick relative, so he wasn't able to attend that probable cause conference scheduled December 20th.
Which didn't hurt him at all.
Right. I represented him on that day, and I asked the court to waive his appearance so that he could remain with his family.
Which we did.
I understood to be his wishes. I may now understand differently that I misrepresented him in some way, but my goal was just to be able to conduct a probable cause conference where we were going to find out if there was any offer, whether discovery.
You don't have to tell me what they are. I know what they are.
I know, but I'm just trying to explain.
And I'm trying to explain it to him too, but I'm not going to talk over him.
Right.
Okay, real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, Ron says, my wife is doing a jigsaw puzzle in the kitchen. A wife is doing a jigsaw puzzle in the kitchen and asks her husbands for help with it. He says, what's that supposed to be? She says, a rooster. He says, put the cornflakes back in the box. Sounds like you met my old lady. Oh, no. Let's see. The cheese keeps slipping through the gaps in the grill. I object to grilled cheese. You know, I've always, since the day that footage first dropped, I'm waiting for someone somewhere to be able to have an interview with this judge and find out what was that analogy going to be. Because the prosecutor started talking and then he went down a different rabbit hole and he never came back to the grilled cheese analogy. And I've always been wondering, like, what was he about to get to there? What was the, like, have you ever had a grilled cheese? Yes. All right, well, and then explain how a grilled cheese relates to the difference between a conference hearing and a conference. Legalese. No. English, plain English, a conference. You get together and you confer. You all sit down and you have a conference and you discuss what's going to happen at the hearing. And then the hearing, legalese, English, hearing, they hear your arguments. They have a hearing. They hear what you have to say. So the conference has a different date from the hearing. You can't violate my rights for a hearing by having a different date. One's a conference, the other's a hearing. Read the words. Pre-blah, blah, blah conference. Blah, blah, blah hearing. Two different things. That's why there's two different dates. And the dates were changed because he asked for it. Hello, everyone. Hello, CyberX. Good to see you. Wait a minute. Edward, what are you doing to me, man? I made a portobello mushroom, red onion, bacon, and Swiss cheese on Parmesan encrusted sourdough bread, grilled cheese this weekend. I don't know if I would call that a grilled cheese, but I definitely said, give me peace. That sounds delicious, man. I got to have some of that. Holy crap, hammer sandwich sauce. That's threw crippled cat in the water. Throw water in crippled. How do you throw water in? Don't ask. Hess threw water in crippled cat while she was digging in the dirt. That thing's got muddy. Oh man, that's my goaty grill bomb grilled cheese. Goody grill bomb cheese. Whatever. It looks like it's going to taste good. The one that we're talking about. Just give me cheese. I don't need a grill. Yeah. I was going to cook an alligator for dinner, but I only had one crock pot. Starfield added land vehicles yesterday, and it's great. They drive like the vehicles in the Halo games. Oh, cool. I dig that. That sounds great. Anyway, my older son, he eats cheese. I mean, that kid loves cheese. And he's starting to become kind of a bit of a, I wouldn't put him on the level of connoisseur yet, still in the beginning stages, but he's already starting to have his preferences. Like, oh, okay, wait a minute. The Swiss, the Gouda, like he started to know the differences and decide which ones he wants, the cheddar, the mild cheddar, the sharp cheddar, like when we go to the store, it's not just like, if he's with me, it's not like, I'll just grab a thing of Kraft Singles. No. We have to shop for cheese. And because of that, the last time I went shopping, I bought some like brick cheese. Because I figure, the slices will be for sandwiches. And then if he just wants to snack on cheese, don't be taking the slices from everyone else in the family sandwiches. Just cut off a piece of the brick cheese. So this kid, he sees I bought brick cheese. He eats the whole brick. Man, that kid loves cheese. I tried to use beef stew as a password, but it wasn't strong enough. Yeah. My favorite is Alpine cheddar. Oh, yeah. Anyway, let's too bad that's the other Jason Gutterman. Let's watch some more of this classic court case. Michael Wyatt is here. What's up, Michael? Great to see you. And again, I know this footage is a little old right now, but it's so good. It's definitely worth watching again because you don't get a judge that is this awesome that often. For those of you who are just joining us, we opened the show with the breaking news that yesterday we saw, and everybody's been covering it, the video of Siberian Tiger getting arrested in Portland. Everybody's been waiting to see that guy get arrested, and finally it happened. All right. Anyway, again, this is another video that we're watching now. It's a classic courtroom footage of a sovereign citizen in court.
And I'm not going to play that crap today.
Right.
So if you want me to explain what's scheduled today versus what was scheduled last time, I'm happy to do that. But you got to be quiet while I'm talking. Clear?
Oh, dude, I hear you.
All right. The last court date that we call a probable cause conference is like a pretrial on a misdemeanor. It gives the parties a chance to discuss the case and see if there's any resolutions prior to the next step. Next step being preliminary exam. At the preliminary exam, the people have to prove to me that there's probable cause to believe that there was a crime and there's reason to believe you were involved. That's what's scheduled today. That is a probable cause hearing. Probable cause conference is just a name that we all came up with instead of saying it's a pretrial for a felony. Do you have any questions based on that?
At what point did I waive it? If it's a hearing, or
You
a conference,
didn't
right,
waive it.
so
There's nothing
so
to
do
hold.
I have a right to have a probable cause conference?
No,
What?
you can do that right now. Do you want to make a deal with the people?
I want to be able to prepare myself for the probable cause conference. And in order
There's no
to prepare,
preparing for a probable cause
It's-
conference.
it's-
It's a conversation.
it still takes preparation.
You want a PCC? Go out in the hallway, have a PCC with the unrepresented defendant.
Judge, just for the record, there will be no offer at this stage.
There's your PCC. Now, do you want to plead guilty? Do you want to have an exam? And at the exam, he's got to prove to me those two things I just said. Probable cause to believe a crime was committed on this date and reason to believe that you were involved. Do you want to have that hearing so he has to prove his case? Or do you want to waive? That's the other option. You can waive the preliminary exam and we'll take the case directly to circuit court level 2 weeks down the road for an arraignment on information, which I would describe as another pretrial on a felony, where you and the prosecutor can discuss the case, see if there are any offers. That's another option. Would you agree with that assessment, Mr. Sullivan?
I would agree, and I would also just add that Mr. Michaud has made his arguments today, he ruled on his arguments, and that he preserves his right to.
He can appeal them.
As you've already said, at circuit court. And so,
I love this judge, the way he explains everything. And the way, don't I have a right to a conference? No. A conference? No. We do that as a courtesy. We're trying to be nice. We're trying to be fair. We're trying to give you every opportunity. You don't want them, that's your problem. Glenn Serio was caught stealing soap. The judge says he has a clean case. Something about Swiss cheese and mushrooms. They just work. It's I don't know. Kind of like, cookies and milk, or peas and carrots. There's certain things that just work together. And then let's see, I had a couple other comments. Let's see, I had this one from CyberRax. Good morning, Greg Jonik. And then I had this one from Michael Wyatt. Good morning, Chihuahua Highway Star, Greg Jonik. There was something in between those two. I don't know. It got a bunch of emojis on it or something. I don't know. What's this? Has what is that? I can't read that. Hello, Graham from the Graham and Bob Show. Great to see you as always, buddy. Great to have you here. Unclean Hands is in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? Somebody mentioned earlier. Hez, tell Ray I'm thinking about it. Absolutely, Donna Ray, I will. Yes, absolutely. And again, for those of you who are just joining us, Ray had her big trip yesterday. She was on the plane all day, and the flight went well. I guess it was a lot of turbulence, which obviously is scary, but they landed safe, and she's good. She's with her sister right now, and it's all good. So, yeah, I'll definitely talk to her in a little while, and I'll let her know you said hello. Let's see. I like Swiss with caramelized onion cheese. Jason Gunderman with caramelized onion cheese for a unique flavor. Ooh, that sounds yummy. All right, we got about 4 minutes to the cupcake happy dance. So let's go ahead and finish off this video because by the time it's done, it'll be time for the cupcake dance. Let's go. All right.
He wants to sort of move forward on that defense alone, that, you know, the waiver does not preclude him from
not at all
arguing jurisdiction at the circuit court level. But likewise, if he holds a preliminary exam today, holds the people to their burden, he also maintains the right to, you know, continue his objections to jurisdiction, to appeal the court's orders regarding jurisdiction at that next level, at the circuit court level, assuming that the people are able to prove probable cause today.
Now, you want to have an exam today?
Well, I wanted to address some, I served the court some notices.
I haven't read any of that because you were represented by counsel.
No, I wasn't. I don't have any contract.
As far as I knew, you were represented by counsel.
Okay, so now you know. And I served the court notices. And I want like to.
First notice, what would you like to put me on notice about?
Well, I served you notice that I requested the criminal bonding information. I requested
criminal what?
Bid bond.
Hold on.
What? I requested the bid bond, the performance bond. I have an affidavit.
There is no bond.
There are bonds. This is
okay, listen. You can't tell me something and then just disagree with me and think listen to me. Sir, I am not going to let you interrupt me.
Oh, you just interrupt me.
I'm in charge. I get to do shit you don't get to do. It's part of the black roll, okay? That's just the way it works. My courtroom, I get to decide how it's run.
Who is your daddy?
There are no bonds required for me to do what's scheduled today. I've been doing this 25 years. I've never had a bond.
You have a bond.
Okay, I have a bond.
Everyone here has a bond.
Not in any definition I know. So let's get to the point. Do you want an exam today?
No, I really want to address. Okay, so
I'm not addressing any of that crap you got in front of you.
Well, since you say you don't have a bond, can you express that in a via affidavit so I can have a?
It's on the record. Order a transcript. I'm not signing anything for you.
Okay. Also, I want to also address that. I sent a affidavit of fee schedules for violation of any of my rights.
There are no fee schedules.
Well, I gave you notice, and
great. Then you gave me notice. Doesn't change anything. We still scheduled for an exam today.
Yes, just put it on the record that I served you notice. Okay. Also, I served you notice on my power of attorney.
Okay, you said that.
Right, and
move on.
You haven't responded to that, as well as my indemnity bond, which separates me, and I have a private capacity. I am not the artificial person.
I don't recognize any of that.
United States citizen. I am
stop.
actually
Hold on. Stop. You can put on notice what you sent the court if you want to make a record of that. But I'm telling you, I don't recognize any of that stuff you're talking about. I don't recognize that you're not really Frank Michaud. Okay, I understand that's what you're trying to argue, but I don't recognize that.
Under what law could you represent, or you can use, tell me that, not just from what you say, because ignorance of the law is no excuse for you or nobody else. So what you're saying just don't mean nothing. I need to have facts.
Okay, well, it does mean, hold on. It should mean something because.
Prove it, please prove it.
Can I prove what?
Prove that I am I am not the artificial person.
I can prove you're Frank
I have
Michaud.
full faith and credit.
I can prove.
Okay, so
Hold on. You've asked
you-
me. I can prove you're Frank Michaud. You know how I can prove that? Because when I called the case and said you either come up here and be Frank Michaud or you leave, you came up here.
And
you proved it for me.
You threatened me.
But if you're not you, the threat means nothing.
It doesn't mean nothing.
Okay.
But you still threatening me, and you're using it under color of law.
Okay, listen.
And plus,
Listen to me. Mr. Michaud.
You have.
All right, it's time for the cupcake happy dance. Let's go. All right. Okay. Ole, all right, yes. I'll tell you, that's one of my favorite parts of this. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Ole, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. Round of applause for Frauditor News Network, ladies and gentlemen. All right. If you don't rein in your son soon, he'll turn into a cheesehead. Yeah, right. That's part of the thing. Being in Wisconsin, like we get that fresh Wisconsin cheese, so it's like everywhere. And now he's addicted. Oh no. Well, that's all right. He already. Well, yeah. See, when they were younger and we were in Chicago, like now that they're older, I can't let them forget what a real beef sandwich is, and what a real hot dog is, and what a real pizza is. The cupcake dance is inspiring. Yes, absolutely. That's the goal. All right. Woohoo. Anyway, that last bit of this video is one of my favorite parts. When he's like, well, you didn't respond to my affidavit that I'm not me. What? But what he said that I love is he's like, well, you prove that you're this guy, that you're the person that I think you are. When I called you up here and I said, if you are not so-and-so, if I call so-and-so and you don't come up here, then I'll put a warrant out for that person, the person you're saying you're not. So he came up, said, well, you threatened me. So what's the judge saying? If you're not him, then I wasn't threatening you. I was threatening him. If you're not that person, and I say, if you don't come up here, I'm going to put a warrant out for that person, what do you care? How is me putting a warrant against somebody else a threat against you? Oh, man. This one is for Cupcake. What did the cereal bring to the bank? Checks. That made me think of the Kick song. Kids love kicks for what kicks has got. Mom loves kicks for what kicks is not. Or something like that. Anyway, the video's pretty much over, but let's see what else. Yeah. What else does he say here? Let's see.
I've wasted too much time with you. Yes or no?
So,
sir, don't argue with me. Yes or no? Are we doing a preliminary exam today? Yes or no?
I object. I will address.
Answer the question.
I want to address other issues as well.
You're in contempt of court. Put him in jail.
For what?
For contempt of court.
I'm having.
You can appeal that too. Sentence is 30 days.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready! All right. Kix was the worst cereal ever. Yep. I don't know, man. Like, nostalgia-wise, I mean, then again, see, as we get older, there's a couple things that like I I don't know, because as you get older, your tastes change. That's natural. That happens to everybody. As far as I can tell, it's part of life. And it does happen. It's a normal part of the process of living and growing up. Sometimes, but I also know that in an attempt to cut down costs and increase profits, companies kind of quietly, slowly over the years change their recipes. They start making the bars just a little bit smaller. They start buying, they switch from sugar to a little bit cheaper corn syrup, and then they do a little bit cheaper cocoa, for their chocolate or whatever it is, They're always skimming just a little bit here, and changing the recipe a little bit here and a little bit here to make more and more profit while spending less and less money. So I always wonder, when I eat something that I liked as a kid and I hate it as an adult and I haven't eaten it in years, if my taste has changed, which it could very well be, or if they changed the recipe and I'm not remembering it because of nostalgia being good, I remember it because it used to actually be good before they changed it. Sometimes it's hard to tell, One of the things that Kicks thing made me think of was, when I was a kid, I loved all the Monster cereals. Nowadays, Count Chocula still tastes like the way I remember Count Chocula, but the rest of them taste like styrofoam. Like, did they always? And I just, because I was a kid, I liked it? Or did they change the recipe and now it's just not as good? I don't know. Wakey, eggs and bakey. That's right. What's up, Chris? Good to see you. I still eat Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries and Lucky Charms. They're both great. Hold on. Count Chocula tried to sue Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch said he's a liar. He does not cut the roof of your mouth. See, this is the thing with Captain Crunch. It's so weird, but it is true. When you get your Captain Crunch, if you just eat it, it's so hard and crunchy, it like tears up the inside of your mouth. But if you let it soak until it gets soft, the difference between it being soft enough to eat and it being just a bowl of random mush, there's like a 5-second window. Oh, Katie Zed's in the house. What's up, Katie? Yeah, hello. Good to see you, as always. Old days, there was no anti-sugar promoters like now. Yeah. Captain Crunch is made out of razor blades. What's up, Methodist Dave? Yeah, right? Just tear your mouth to shreds. Let's see. What do we got? I used to get Quisp from Amazon, but they stopped selling it. Oh, sorry. Hakuna Matata, such a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata for the wind till the whatever. Anyway, I could go a little bit longer today. I still got to work and stuff, and I got to get this paperwork and all that. But I still got a little bit more time before I got to go. So I buy good stuff. Raisin Bran and cornflakes. Well, there's some things that you really can't. Like cornflakes, just standard regular cornflakes. There's really, you can't really change that recipe. You take corn, you mash it, you dry it, bake it, smash it, put it in a bowl. I mean, and especially because it's corn. That's the thing. The whole thing with trying to save money by switching from sugar to corn syrup. Right? There's so much corn out here that everything has corn in it. They put corn in gasoline, for crying out loud. So cornflakes, they're not going to try to skimp on that because it's basically just flakes of corn. But So that you don't have to worry much about that. Apple Jacks is the best cereal. I have it for dessert sometimes. I can't believe it's a breakfast food. Yes, yes, yes. Rye flakes. Oh, yeah. Yes, absolutely. I put bananas in my cornflakes. Well, that's the way to do it. If you don't want to eat frosted flakes because you want to avoid the sugar, but you still want to add sweetness, cutting up some banana and sprinkling it in your cereal. Oh, yeah. In fact, I think that's on the box, right? Cheerios is the best. They're advertised as the most heart healthy. But I mean, that's how they're advertised, so who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, Dino with a 20-month membership milestone. Stop by to say hello. It's been a while. Hopefully, I'll be back regularly soon. Love you all. Love you, Dino. Here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you so much. Yes. This is the last one for today. Why did birds attack the dog? He was purebred. He was purebred. Don't forget to tip your waitresses. All right. Where did that come from? All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do we got? Corn and gasoline. I could run my car on cornflakes. No, that's something that a frauditor might try to do, though, when they hear that. Yeah, I don't know how you guys do it over there with your petrol, but here in the United States with our gasoline, they actually have special tanks at the gas station sometimes that are marked. They're a little bit more expensive, but they have in some gas stations they have special tanks marked that there's no corn in their gas. So if you want gas that doesn't have corn in it, you can pay extra for the special stuff. And that because some people don't want to put, like my uncle, like he'll just get gas when he's in his truck, but when he's on his Harley, he will drive extra to find a place that has the gas. He's not going to put corn in his Harley no matter what. It ain't happening. I also like shredded wheat. Yep. Yeah, shove the cob in the gas tank. Just take a whole corn cob and just shove it in your gas tank and see how that works out for you. Glad to see you all. Welcome to my friends. Welcome, Dino. We love you. I prefer the gas that is the cheapest. Yeah, that's me. I always go for the one that's I always go for the whatever. What grade do you want? Whatever's the cheapest. I don't care. Usually, and I actually saw a video about that where they were talking about the different prices and the different octane ratings and this and that with gasolines, at least here in the States. And what they said was that it's not like a ripoff, but it kind of is, because in the old days when they invented that system, the higher the octane rating, the better the gasoline was. But nowadays there are so many government regulations on what you can and can't do with gasoline at all before you can sell it, that even the lower octane stuff has to meet at least those minimum standards, which make even the low octane stuff pretty good. So, Edward, it's called ethanol. Oh, yeah, no, I know. I was half joking, half serious, because I honestly don't know, since Graham's in the UK, exactly how they handle it out there with their petrol and stuff. I never heard of corn. Oh, he says he's never heard of corn and gasoline. It's called ethanol. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I mean, they have, for cooking oil, you could just buy straight corn oil. There are only two ratings. They mix the premium with the lower to make the mid-range. Yep. Yeah, and so Graham, with the ethanol, when you pull up to those pumps I was talking about, they'll actually have a picture of corn on the sticker on the pump telling you what percentage of ethanol, which is derived from corn, is in your gasoline. Yep. It's moonshine. Yeah. All right. So in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, somebody mentioned earlier that they saw that there was a new First Amendment shenanigans video that just popped, but it also is about Siberian tiger, and we already showed that. But he does have another one. Let's see. Sorry. Oh, Graham says, I learned something. That's good. That's good. You should try to learn something new every day. Sorry, I was reading some of the comments here, trying to get caught up. Anyway, let's check out this other First Amendment shenanigans video that's not about the old about Siberian tiger. Sorry. All right. All right, let's go ahead and move on and get this done. All right, yeah. All right. What it? I don't know. All right, let's check this out, guys.
De-escalate. 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 Why are you pushing me?
Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. First Amendment shenanigans here. Well, today we're going back to the federal building we visited yesterday with Central Tyrant Investigations. Yesterday, if you watched my video, we saw that he entered the building, had no business there, took about 20 minutes looking at the directory, picked a spot, and then eventually was told he couldn't film and was escorted out. However, for some reason, the nice Homeland Security officers decided to let him back in. And this is part 2. So let's continue this journey and see where the idiot goes.
Guys, we're getting ran in a circle here.
Welcome back, John.
This is comical, guys. Straight up comical.
Actually, here's the number you can call to make an appointment. Unless you have an appointment, they won't see you. These are by appointment only.
It doesn't say that. It says for fast and efficient customer service, call us to schedule an appointment. It doesn't say to come in here, you have to have
You
an
don't need an appointment to make a payment by
Correct.
check, to pick up tax forms,
Right.
or to drop off.
Right.
Is
How
that
do
what you're
you
doing?
how do you know if I'm doing any of that and that information? I'm going to get a public records request, which falls under that.
Again, this shows you how stupid these people are. You just read 3 things that are allowed in the office without an appointment. Did you read public records request? Did you read FOIA request? No, you didn't. So you're just inferring that, oh, it's a government building, I can just come in and do anything I want.
Okay, here's the deal.
I don't like hearing that. Here's the deal. There's no deal. I don't make deals.
Here's
I
what
suck at deals.
Here's what I need to tell you.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
you go in,
Okay.
people are trying to do their business.
Who? Look in there and tell me who.
yourself, sir.
Thank you.
Well, it seems as though the baby got what he wanted. He has access now to the office. So let's see what he's going to do with it.
Appreciate you. All right, guys.
This gentleman is wanting to record video in your office.
Unfortunately, we don't have any recording in this office. It says it right down the door.
Where? Oh, yeah, but that's not, I don't follow a piece of paper. Anybody could write that paper and put it up there. I follow the law.
But I'm gonna have to ask you, lady.
But I have service. I would like to conduct service.
You'd like to conduct service?
Yeah.
You can conduct any service you like as long as you turn that off.
But so Brandsburg v. Hayes says anywhere the public can go, the press can go and record.
So I am not a lawyer, and nor do I claim to be, unlike these morons. But I did look up that case, and that case is from a Supreme Court case in 1972 dealing with the First Amendment and reporters refusing to testify in court during a criminal matter. That's what this case is about. It has nothing to do with where I can film and where I can't. So, I mean, leave it to a frauditor to not be able to read and understand a court ruling.
Just gonna keep repeating this, unfortunately.
So you're going to refuse service?
Did you have an appointment today? Because this is
No, it doesn't say that. So that's why I was,
Service.
it said, where does it say?
Except if you're picking up.
Oh my gosh. God, they're giving me twisted information. You see what I'm talking about?
Right here.
So guys, you do not need an appointment.
Yeah.
I would like to do the public records request, which would fall under this.
Are you some kind of moron?
What type of?
Because I don't need to do any of like your revenue services or anything. So do you know what a public records request is?
Can you,
FOIA
what
request.
form are you?
So it's basically a blank sheet of paper I would fill out. I would ask for information, and then I would give it to you. You give me a timestamped copy of that, and then I would.
What type of information?
So I'll write that on the paper. I don't want to say it out loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
We only deal with the forms. So if you have a specific form number that you have.
No, so it's just general information about who is in this facility here, who works here. So I'm allowed to get that information.
Miss, I know it's difficult to understand. I speak Frauditor, so I can translate for you. What he wants is a piece of paper so that he could write down, I would like the names of everyone who works here, your salaries, blah, blah, blah. All information that could probably be found online and that he's not going to do anything with. It's all to waste your time, to waste his time, to waste the police time. So that's what he wants.
It's public record.
So if you want that information, there's a freedom of.
Correct. A FOIA.
I can give you the phone number and they can.
So I can also write it down on a blank sheet of paper and hand it back to you. There is no set standard of how you can do a FOIA request.
So we do have PII in here.
What is that?
Explain that's.
What's that?
Personal identifiable information.
Yeah. So as long as I don't do anything with that information, that's so.
With it being in the room.
Yeah.
That's why we can't have recordings in here.
Well, you guys are recording though. So that's why there's no law, because you guys are also recording. What gives you a right to record me when I walk in here?
So the point is, we're following the rules, right? The rules are you cannot record. We're recording for our protection.
That's why I record too. The camera goes where I go.
The big difference, dummy, is that they have to be there. They're working. You don't have to be anywhere. You belong on the side of the street, in the gutter somewhere.
All right. Again, we have PII in here. Can you, okay, if you walk anywhere on a military base, right?
Whoa. I can't just go into a military base.
That's why you can't walk in here.
Yeah. Well, usually military bases have like gates and they say like private property, no unauthorized personnel. They say stuff like that. So I can't go past those signs.
Is with the photography and the videography, it's not allowed.
Where?
We just pointed it out.
Where you're at.
Building rules and regulations.
Right. It says I can.
You cannot videotape in here.
Yeah, it's the same sign that are in like post offices and stuff like that about
People
recording.
are conducting their business.
Right.
You can't record.
You can
No,
record.
you cannot.
But what law is that though? You're saying something that
A federal agency is telling you no.
they could say no black people allowed in here. Would you enforce that? No, it's the same thing. You're saying no recording, and then they're trying to enforce that recording.
Yeah, big difference.
Well, you are discriminating against me because I have a camera.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
We're gonna go out front here. We're gonna go out front. They said you can't record.
Yeah, I have service to do though. If I do my
Then you
service,
take-
then I can.
Then you shut that off.
They are more than happy to help you.
If you shut-
They are not. They're trying to violate what I'm able to do.
They have the posted signage.
So I'm trying to conduct that. I'm trying to get a FOIA. You know what a FOIA request?
Yeah, do you have an appointment?
No, I don't need an appointment for a FOIA request. That's not what this says, man.
And you're welcome to.
Yeah, you can read it. You can come out here and read it. It says you do not need appointment for blah, 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 blah.
Or to pick up.
I'm allowed to take a photograph by the First Amendment.
Drop off current.
I don't expect you to know that, but
This is why you don't need an appointment, sir. This is why you don't need an appointment. Are you doing any of these three things?
to make an appointment, a check, or money order. This is basically saying you don't need an
appointment.
Correct.
To
do the
this
following.
Or this, or this.
But it won't say anything about no
any of these
facility.
things?
No facility says anything about a FOIA request. You have to go in there and ask for it.
Now we're on the idiot carousel that is the Frauditor brain. He's just going to keep going around and around in circles. Just throw him out. He doesn't fall under these three. He has no business in that office, and he's not following the rules. Trespass him.
They don't do just a FOIA request.
But that's all I want. That's all I, look it
Then you
up.
can go
Look it up,
online.
Missouri Sunshine Law. I'm well versed in this, ma'am. I'm well versed in this.
They've asked you to leave, so we're asking you to leave.
After my business. I have business to conduct.
Okay,
As soon as I do my
here's what
business,
we're
I will
gonna
leave
do.
the facility, but I'm going to
Sir,
conduct my
You're
business.
gonna get a citation.
What would the citation be for?
Failure to comply.
With an unlawful,
Federal rules and regulations.
but I'm not doing anything against the rules and regulations. It says I can record for news and advertisement purposes.
If you're given permission.
It doesn't say that under that
building owner.
bulletin.
It's GSA building rules and regulations, sir.
Correct.
It
They're
doesn't
federal
have to
rule,
be spelled out.
federal rules
Yes.
and regulations are the same rules and regulations they have inside of post offices. Did you
I'm
know
not in a
that?
post office. I'm in a federal building, and I'm asking you to leave. And if you don't leave, we'll have you leave.
Say it. I say it. Say it. Under what? Under threat of what?
I didn't say anything.
So how are you going to force me to leave?
We
No,
have
yeah, they're
somebody
fine. The
that
door's right here. Yeah.
Has an appointment.
Yep. What?
So
What?
you don't need to be in here, please. But the private.
I'm not even recording her. I respect people that come in here that need to do their business. I need to do my business too. As soon as I'm done, I will leave.
Okay.
So you're trying to refuse me business only because I am holding the camera recording
And you're
You get the hell out!
refusing to comply.
with unlawful things.
It's not unlawful.
I mean, do you want a
And I'm
lawsuit?
asking
Do you
you
want a
now.
lawsuit?
This is the last time I'm going to ask you.
Before
Before you're escorted out of the building,
for,
failure to comply.
do you agree with that?
They are more than happy to help you with your services as long as you stop.
That's what but I record my government in the course of their duties, which is my constitutional right to do so.
I understand what
I
you're
just
trying
need to do a FOIA request.
Okay. So if you help us a little bit, we'll help.
How would I be helping you? I'm just trying to come in here and conduct my service and then leave.
I understand where you're.
This right here,
I could post that sign.
But
Code
out
of Federal
front,
Regulations 102-74-420.
Okay.
It's Title 41,
It's right out there. Is that
Code of Federal Regulations.
right? What we just read on the wall there.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
That's why you cannot do the photography and videography in here.
For news and advertisement purposes, you can.
The Frauditor's lying. He knows he's lying. He read the regulations out loud on his video, the video I posted yesterday. He knows he can't be in there filming. These people know he can't be in there filming. Trespass him. I don't understand why these people continue to handle frauditors with kid gloves.
you're
You're
more
not
than
here
welcome
for
to do
news
it.
and
in
advertising.
any
Yeah,
other
I'm free
place.
press.
You said you're going to do a FOIA.
Correct. I'm free press myself,
Okay.
though.
The agency has asked you to leave, and we're going to have you leave today. You can come back any other time and do business here without that.
This information might be helpful for you. It's for freedom of information through IRS.
Yeah,
So,
I do mine in
This is-
person, though.
oh, well, I'm so sorry, but this isn't something that we do in person.
You
It
don't
does
do
have to
FOIA
go-
requests in person?
No, it has to go through our Georgia location. So here it is.
I do them only
Well,
in person.
You
though.
wanted the information? so
No,
we
I
added
didn't
it to
ask
you.
for that.
You specifically stated you were here for freedom of information.
Correct. So I fill out, there
So
is
I'm
no,
giving it to you.
ma'am, I'm trying to let you know how FOIA
I'm giving it to
works.
you.
No, I
Yeah,
write it on a
this is
blank
how it
sheet.
works.
No, this is how it works. I come in here, I say,
Mm-hmm.
I would like a FOIA request. If you guys don't have the FOIA request form, I fill one out on a blank sheet of paper. I give it to you guys, you timestamp copy, hand it back to me, and then you send it to whoever it needs to go to. Then you have 5 business days to respond.
So this information is available for the FOIA request if you'd like it. This is how you would appropriately do that. It allows for you to fax it or mail it. But you're not even providing us with information at this point for a FOIA request.
Okay, I'll write that down.
You're
Yeah.
just here. So you are welcome to schedule an appointment, bring
You
in the
don't need an
information that you need.
appointment to-
Oh, yes, sir.
You need an appointment to fill out a FOIA request.
You can fill it out and then hand it to us here. When
Do you have a
get
blank
here.
sheet of paper?
No, sir.
You don't have a blank sheet of paper?
Nope, but I
Could
can
I
give you
fill it
this.
out? Oh, yeah. Do you have a pen?
So unfortunately, we're in shutdown procedure, so we're done for the day. So
What time do you guys close?
we close at 4:30,
Okay.
but we're doing our shutdown procedure, so we cannot help any longer.
I have 5, 10, 20 minutes.
No, we're not doing any more appointments for the day.
Man, she just walked in. I was in here before her.
She had an appointment.
That's fine. She's probably doing something on
Would you
that.
like the phone number before you can schedule an appointment?
No, not everybody has, phone access.
You sure do.
Yeah, it just records. That's it.
Liar, liar, your pants on fire.
Oh, it doesn't make phone calls?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Unless it's emergency services.
Okay. Well, there are, phones available in other locations.
So you're trying to limit the public's
am
access
just-
into a public building, man.
Absolutely not. I'm giving you the information you're needing. So I'm going to go ahead and do my job,
Okay.
but we're done with you. So you can go ahead and leave.
What's your name, by the way?
My name is Mrs. Herring.
And what's your position here?
I'm an individual taxpayer advisory specialist.
Advisory special. Who's the boss here?
So our manager is not available right
Not
now.
here right now. Understandable.
Yeah. So this is the information that you're requesting. So I'm giving it to you and you're welcome to take those actions.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right, guys. So they are going to refuse us access here. And because we are recording, you're a government
You do
employee.
not have my permission to use.
Can you let her know that she doesn't need permission? I don't need permission.
It's okay. Come on.
No, you need to educate her, man.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
No, we don't need the education, nor does she. Please, everyone, email or call this office. I will put the link to the original video in the description. Her name is Miss Herring. She does not want her face or person putting on the internet for commercial purposes. So he has violated the rules. Let her know. She can copyright strike that video. If mine gets taken down, I don't care. I do this for fun. I want his taken down because he does this for a living, quote unquote.
And you guys are trying to enforce stuff, but you're not educating them. If you know what I'm doing, then you know that I have a right. That's why you're smiling.
I know you're.
I see you're a good guy. I can tell that you're a good guy.
One step back.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your name, sir? What's your name?
My name's Tony.
And what's your position?
I'm a senior ITAD, okay?
Okay.
So you understand that's the door out.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
You know what a lawsuit is?
Okay, sir.
Do you?
No, I definitely know what a lawsuit is.
Sure,
Sir,
you're a legal expert.
Okay,
Yep.
we're gonna go now.
Wow, guys. So that guy was very unprofessional. So.
I was very professional. You're fired.
All right. It doesn't say anything about. It just says it's important to submit your request in the right way to avoid delays.
It's however she explained it to her. That's their specialty. So.
Oh, man.
You've been explained to how to do the process by a federal employee, and you've been asked to leave.
She's not very
I'm sorry,
educated.
sir, I'm talking.
The irony of an uneducated frauditor calling someone with a full-time job uneducated is hilarious to me.
Wait.
been asked
You work
multiple
for the people though. So if I'm talking, then you listen to me. It's not the other way
I
around.
have the city PD en route to help escort you off the property.
So you want me to leave the property now?
Okay, see, this is always the thing. This is always the thing. And Zersu, I get what you're saying about the FOIA thing. That is actually, that is not a bad thing. The way the FOIA laws are written is not bad. But that's the problem with that is people, especially people like Audit Them and Tyrant Terminator, their whole shtick is based on that. Like they use that as an excuse to legally get away with being antisocial miscreants. Oh, well, I came in there to ask for a FOIA, so all the trouble I caused in the process is legal because technically by law they have to do it, blah, blah, blah. So that's one of the reasons why it is so difficult to actually talk to these guys. And I've tried to interview them and talk to them because it's like, you got your ones that are just straight idiots, right? But when you're talking to some of them, you know, they're not all just dumb. That's one of the reasons why I don't like them, is because you know they know better, so you know they're doing it on purpose. But they use laws like that. It's like, oh, well, is this the law? Blah, blah, blah. Well, yes, it is. Okay, so what's the problem? It's not whether or not they can or should be able to do that. It's the way you handle the situation. It's never the camera, it's the cameraman, right? Well, I mean, yeah. Even if it's a place that has a no recording policy, then you can make the argument, see, it is the camera. But the fact that they have a no recording policy and you intentionally violate that policy, if you need evidence that the policy exists, when you see the sign on the wall that says no recording device is allowed, taking a picture of that is your evidence. Boom, you got it done. You don't have to violate it to gather evidence that they enforce it. It's their policy. Of course they're going to enforce it. Duh. But like what they just said in the video, what I wanted to address, Erica, what's up? Yeah. But so when he said that thing about you work for the people, so when I talk to you, you have to listen to me. You have no choice and to do what I say. It's like they never comprehend. Like I say all the time, and this is a perfect example of it. Yes, they work for the people, the general public, not any one individual person. Because even though in this specific situation, it's not some big major hubbubaloo, but if what you're saying is the way it actually works, then what that means is if I want to rob banks, all I got to do is rob a bank, and when the cop comes, I say, wait, you're my employee, and I'm ordering you not to arrest me. They have to say, oh, okay, sorry, go ahead, keep the money. That's not how it works. Working for the public doesn't mean they work for one specific individual. They work for the general public. And if that one individual is working against the best interest of the general public, then they are serving the public by getting rid of you. Anyway, GTFO or FAFO. Those are your options.
Before I conduct my business.
You have failed to comply numerous times with our directions about videotaping the building, about videotaping the IRS.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, I got my information, so.
Are you going to leave?
Leave the facility?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if I'm done with my facility, my stuff, my service, there's other departments here that I could go to that I need service done.
Okay, city PD's on its way.
Okay. They know who I am.
I'm sure they do.
No, they do. Wow, guys. It's like they're hiding something in here.
Could I get your ID, please?
No. They just did it at the front.
Well, they
I can answer that for you. Frauditor. I think they're hiding something. Yes, they are. We, the people's personal private information. We, the people's name, address, social security number, bank account information, all of the stuff that they don't need you to film and post all over the internet so that identity thieves can just watch your channel to get all their info. It's like these guys are moles for identity thieves. They post the information online and then the identity thieves swipe it off their website. I think they're hiding something back there. Yes, they're hiding the stuff that's none of your damn business. Why? Because they serve the public. The general public, the people whose stuff that they don't want to get out there. Yeah, that's these people are so stupid. There's no privacy in public. Right. That's why we put it where you can't film it in public. Oh, so what are you hiding? And how many times have I made that argument? This is why you know that these guys are full of crap, because no matter what you do or say, you can't win. The onus is on you to hide that information. Okay, we'll hide it. What are you hiding? Why are you hiding stuff? What kind of super evil stuff you got going on back there you don't want me to see? I thought the onus was on us to hide their private information. So now we do. Now you yell at us because we're hiding information. Once again, the fact that no matter what you do, you're wrong proves that they have no actual end goal. If their actual end goal is to get you to hide the private information, then why are you mad at them for hiding things? If the onus is on them to create privacy, why are you mad at them for creating privacy? If they don't have a sign and your end goal is to get them to put up a sign, then how come when they put up a sign, you say, well, that sign doesn't have a law attached to it? So if your end goal is to get a sign with a law attached, then why is it that every time there's a sign with a law attached, you say, oh, but that law doesn't count. It's unconstitutional. I don't have to follow it. No matter what they do, there's no end game, because no matter what they do, you're going to say something else. Because it's a frauditing fraud. It's a BS audit. It's crappy poo-poo nonsense and garbage too. Looks like butt munch cheese. Ew.
They looked at it for your entrance.
Yeah, no, I don't.
For your citation, I'm going to write you.
You're writing me a citation? Yes. For what?
Failure to comply with the building rules and regs that we notified you multiple times about.
Ma'am, I've been in public areas.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. Do you have an ID I can see?
They have my information up there. I'm not going to help you with
this. They looked at it and gave it back to you.
They scanned it.
No, they didn't scan it.
You sure you want to do this?
Are you threatening me?
I'm asking you a question.
And I'm asking you to leave.
Where was I walking? Wow, guys, they're kicking me out of this facility. All right, well, we got our sheet of paper here that tells us how to do freedom of information. Wow, guys. Is the facility closed now? Okay. Hey, can I have you come read this real quick? You wanted to show me something, but can I show you something real quick?
No, I'm good right here.
So you don't want an education?
No.
Why not?
You can finish reading that if you want.
No, I just read it, and I thoroughly read it, and I would like to show you something, just real quick.
I don't need to read it.
Can I show you, Crowley? Is it Crowley, right?
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up.
Yeah, Crowley. Can I show you real quick? So I can be in here and record by this right here that I'm trying to show you.
We've already explained to you numerous times that you can and cannot do it.
So you said I can't film in the building?
You can film in public space.
Okay, so I can film in public space.
Public space, the IRS office is not.
It is. It still is. The public can go in there and conduct service. That's what I'm trying to let you know.
Each agency.
See, and this is real quick. I want to throw this out there. This is one of the big things with these guys that we see so many times over and over and over again. It's like the people in the building ask you to leave. You don't leave. Now you are trespassing. So they call the cops. So the cops come. Oh, wait, but I'm allowed to film in here. But I'm allowed to do this. Here, read this. Here, read that. What? Don't you want to be educated? What? You want to be ignorant? Oh, you want? No. None of that matters. That's the thing these guys aren't getting. None of that matters. What matters is the people in the building asked you to leave. You didn't. Therefore, you're trespassing. They're not going to physically grab you and throw you out the door because then you're just going to sue the crap out of them. So they call the cops to have you trespassed. That's it. But they're trespassing me because I did blah, 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 blah. Did they ask you to leave? Yes. Did you leave? I was leaving. When? Well, after I conducted my business. In other words, you're not leaving when they ask you to leave. So you're trespassing. And they always flip it. If I walk into your house and you ask me to leave and I stay, is that okay? Well, no, but that's private property. That's different. Right? But it is, but it isn't. Your definition of trespassing laws is that you cannot be trespassed unless you commit a crime. Well, then if I don't break into your house, if I just walk in, then I didn't break in. I didn't commit a crime. Well, yeah, you're trespassing. No, you're the one who taught me that trespassing isn't a crime, that it's a secondary charge when some other crime has already been committed. But this is private property. But you're saying that that's what trespassing law is. So if that's what it is, then that's what it is. No, you don't understand. No, you don't understand. They asked you to leave. You didn't leave. Boom, you're trespassing. So when the cops show up and you start telling them, well, yeah, but I saw a YouTube video that told me that if you're holding a camera, you can't be trespassed. It's like, no, that's not the way the law works, buddy. Like, if you're in a building and you're filming, that building exists for a reason. A city hall was built for a specific purpose. A post office is built for a specific purpose. Police station is built for a specific purpose. None of those buildings exist specifically for the purpose of a random YouTuber trying to get paid by standing there with his camera and picking fights with random people. That's not the reason the building was built. And that's why these guys buy a stamp or FOIA request. It's not because they actually need to FOIA something. It's not because they actually need a stamp. It's because they need an excuse to be able to say in court, but I was there on legitimate business. I was putting in a FOIA request. No, you weren't. I mean, you were because you needed an excuse to be in there. But you're really there to pick a fight and get it on film so that you could get a lot of clicks and views on your video. It's crystal clear that that's the point.
Set their rules. That agency has posted signage.
But you are not allowed to enforce those rules. Why? Because
They
you
fall
swore.
underneath the building rules and regulations.
But you swore an oath to the Constitution, not no building and regulation.
We actually enforce the building rules and regulations. Yes. That's our job.
But if they conflict with what? My First Amendment right, you're supposed to let them know. Okay, guys, they don't want to get an education, so. All right, guys, well, they don't seem too educated here at this facility here, so we are just when they said they're going to call the police department, so we're going to actually go outside here and, stick around. All right, guys. I love it how she said the police were going to come over and trespass me and kick me out of the facility. The police department's right here. The place I was right here.
So as the lying frauditor is leaving the building after being trespassed, we have a mysterious cut. And now he's claiming that the police never show up to trespass him. Unfortunately, we'll never know because of the mysterious cut. My guess is he left the building and the security personnel probably called the police and said, he's gone, don't bother coming. Or they actually did come and trespass him. He just doesn't want to show it.
How long do you think it would take for the police department to come over there if they were actually coming to trespass me? 2 seconds. Wow, guys, she's just, she probably got educated over the phone and was just lying to me. I mean, they are paid to lie, so.
All right, I'm done listening to this idiot's lies. You get paid to lie, Frauditor. You get paid to lie. That's what YouTube does. And until they fix the problem, you're going to continue to lie on camera to your brain-dead followers for $10 at a clip. But whatever. We're going to be here to call you out on it. He just basically rants and raves on the corner here for a few more minutes, and then he begins his walk of shame. So we're not going to listen to him anymore. Well, thank you for coming back for part 2. I'm so glad he was eventually trespassed. It took way too long. I would have trespassed him within the first 5 minutes of him being in that building, but that's just me. Well, please like and subscribe. Keep coming back, and I will catch you guys on the next one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for First Amendment shenanigans. All right. But again, with that ending, that's another perfect example of how these douche canoes are disingenuous. And like, see, this is the thing. Their false narrative and the way that they lie so much and build these false narratives and the fact that their fans eat it up always blows my mind. And in a situation like this one, let's say the cops didn't come, okay? They'll always do this. They'll say, you need to leave. Well, I'm not leaving. Well, then you're trespassing. Oh, well, then you better call the cops. And if you called the cops, then I have to wait. I can't leave because I have to wait till the cops come. No. If they ask you to leave and you leave, then there's nothing for the cops to come for. It's done. As soon as you leave, they can call the cops and say, never mind, the dude split. The problem's gone. It's over. Don't worry about it. But when they play that, oh, well, now I can't leave because you called the cops. That's BS because that's just, they want you out. That's what they want, is for you to leave. They're calling the cops to make you leave because you won't leave on your own. So if you leave, all right, Erica, great to see you as always. But anyway, yeah, they always do that. Oh, and again, what's the other one? Oh, I was leaving. I was leaving. No, you weren't. If you were leaving, you'd be gone. If you're there saying I was leaving, then you haven't left. You're still there to say that. That's the biggest piece of evidence right there. If they're saying, but I was leaving, and they're there saying it, then they haven't left. If you were leaving, you'd be gone. You wouldn't still be there to say that you were leaving. It's the same thing when the guys that are, when those people that are, resisting arrest keep screaming, I'm not resisting. Like saying those words magically make it true, even though you could physically see on the body cam that you're fighting the cops while you're saying that. Oh, man. I don't think they have a bunch of officers sitting around waiting for a call to action. They probably need to call an officer that is deployed on patrol or on an accident investigation or something. See, that right there, Chris, that's a great point on a couple different levels because it absolutely goes both ways. You know, if it takes forever for the police to show up, it's probably because they're all already doing something. So if you're going to say it takes too long for the cops to show up because they're all busy doing something, what's the way to fix that? Well, to have more cops available for a call. But if there's a cop available for a call, what are these guys going to say? Look at these tyrants taking our tax money just to sit there and not do anything. How come you're not arresting a bank robber right now? How come you're not arresting a domestic right now? There has to be, for an efficient police service to be efficient, they need officers that are idle so that if a call comes in, there will be someone available to answer the call. And if there's not, the same people who complain about these cops sitting around doing nothing are going to be the same people who are going to complain, why does it take so long? Why does it take so long? You call the cops, it's been 20 minutes, they're not here yet. Yeah, because they're all busy doing something. But if they weren't, you'd complain about that. That's why I always say they always change the goalposts. They always move the bar. You can never win no matter what you do because there is no actual end game other than making money on YouTube. And the only way to truly pass an audit is when you see an auditor, it's not to ignore them, because then they still might try to embarrass you on their website. They look at that idiot, blah, 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 right? The only way to truly pass an audit is to go up to the auditor and say, I'm subscribed to your channel. I love your work. I think you're great. Good job. Then they'll say you passed. Who are you going to call? Douche canoes. Oh my goodness, it's Thursday, guys. Tomorrow's Friday. Get your dad jokes ready tomorrow. I'm gonna encourage you guys to hit me with as many dad jokes as you can. We'll have a Freaky Friday where we just do well, I mean, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see what kind of dad jokes come in and how many and how good they are. Anyway, I'm going to pretty much wrap it up there, guys. Thank you for joining me. As always, I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world, and that comes from the heart. Thank you, Maggie, for being here. God bless you. God bless Ray. God bless all of you guys. We haven't seen Cool Clearwater in a while. I hope he's doing okay. All of our thoughts and prayers are always with him and with Maggie and with Ray and with everyone who's suffering or going through anything right now. We love all you guys from the bottom of my heart. You really are special to me. You really are my family. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Oh, yeah. I'm all shook up. I'm all shook up. There you go. Bye.